So I've been asked to attend this job as an emergency. You'll see there how low these overheads are. You can see there, look, some insulation's on show, and I can touch them. So I've spoke to the client and I've been given the go ahead just to cut this one span down for the time being, obviously just given the weather and stuff like that, and I've not got the tools out to sort of retension all them, plus it's going to be getting replaced onto that new column at some point anyway, so they might not even reach. So I was actually going to just do this video as a short, but I thought I would just do it the other way about and actually just make a sort of, still be a shorter video, but it'll be a actual proper video. So I've isolated at the section box, because ideally I was wanting to cut it down that way, but it was just going to be a bit more difficult to do so, potentially hitting any cars or anything like that. So I've isolated, proved dead at the section box. I've cut my ends down there, stuck a bit of tape on them now just in case, and then what I'm going to do is obviously just go with this one. So I'll go up there, I'll go up to the line taps and I'll leave a couple of inches on that side there. I'll cut them off, and that will just allow the next person that's going to obviously have to come and put this span up, or whether it's me, enough to either join onto the ends or they can just go into that line tap. But it's nice to obviously give them the option. And then while I'm up there, I'll even just try and get that door closed as well, but it looks as if the lock's gubbed on it, but I'll do something with it. So next stage is get the van over there, park it here, cut them down, coil this cable up, and then that's a wee bit of scrap for me, which is a bonus when you get sent to rubbish jobs like this, but that's probably about 20-30 metre, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. I'd say at least about 30 metres. I've quite short steps, but I've ran this all by the client. They were happy for me to cut this down just with how low it was hanging. I could literally touch it. I could literally touch it for standing. And it's obviously just an accident waiting to happen. Maybe in a car park as well. Somebody could catch it or get plated or something like that. So I'll crack on doing the rest of this. Right, so as you can see, that's the ends cut. Just put a wee bit of tape on them obviously now, because that's going to be the live end, but I've left plenty on it to let this other spark that comes here decide what they want to do with it. I just need to jump down and get a tie wrap for that just to secure it. It's been held on with tape at the minute. My ends are down there. I'm just going to go down and I'll coil them up, get my tie wrap and come back up and do this, and then that's me sorted here. So having had a proper look at this looks like 10 mil, which still isn't bad if I'm getting what, say at least 30 metre runs times 3, so about 90 metres of 10 mil, which isn't too bad. So I'll coil this all up together, get it in the van, and that'll be my reward for today. So I just thought I'd show you that as well. That's another part of my rationale for wanting to cut this down. That was on the live conductor. It's obviously been caught at some point from like a van or whatever, so that's why it's obviously been sagging so low. Plus obviously now it's an exposed live part, and obviously when this comes on at about 4 PM today, that would have been a potential shock for somebody. So that's why I've taken it down, and I've said that to the client. I've ended up having to cut this down into 2 parts just because one, it's deceivingly it's a deceivingly big amount of cable once you coil it all up together. Second reason is it's soaking wet, so the tape's not sticking to it, and third of all, obviously it's freezing on the hands, so cut it down into 2 just to make it a wee bit more manageable. There we go, that's my prize for getting sent to this job today. I've got a bit of a collection of scrap cable, so in the better weather comes in when it's a bit warmer, I'm going to go and strip all that. And I'd say over the last sort of 6 months or so, I've been sent to quite a few jobs like this where I've had to cut down 10 or 16 mils, and then I've got a mixture of some of the domestic stuff as well. So one day I'll maybe even do a video doing a wee scrap run and see what I get for it. But I'll go back in the van now because it's absolutely freezing, and then I'll explain sort of what I'm actually out doing today in this weather. Right, so as I just mentioned there, I would explain the reason for this impromptu video today. I've been asked to be on call or standby, or however you want to say it, for any emergency sort of street lighting jobs that come in, which was fine with me. It was either that or sort of going to my usual thing. But this is always not too bad a shift, because you only ever get sort of one or two things. Typically it's a pole smash or a traffic collision, but this type of thing happens as well. So I thought I would explain that to you. I thought I would explain that for you, and obviously when you do get wee jobs like this, getting a wee bit of cable there is always a nice wee added bonus there, isn't it? So I thought I would show you these wee guys. So these are the 160mm. I've got a set of the bigger ones. I think it's a 210mm, and they're excellent for obviously doing new installations and cutouts and all that sort of stuff. But even these wee ones are the size of them, but they're brilliant. They absolutely cut through that. 10mm cable, no bother, and they do the 60mm as well. They're excellent. I've had this set for a wee while now, but only recently found them in one of my bags, but I think I'll go out and buy a new set.